If you constantly feel tired, it's not about weakness. Most likely, you've been living on the edge for too long. And the most dangerous part is that you get used to it, being slightly drained, pushing through, "I don't want to," holding on with your last bit of strength and calling it normal. But exhaustion should not be the background of your life. It almost never appears in a single day. It accumulates, little by little. Every time you didn't get enough sleep but kept going. Every time you took on more because that's what's expected. Every time you ignored your "I can't" and told yourself, "It's fine, I'll manage." And at some point, there's no strength left. Yet nothing catastrophic seems to have happened. It just built up. Today, about how to stop accumulating exhaustion and restore your energy without drastic changes and without heroics. I'll finish this, then I'll rest. This period is hard. It'll get easier later. But life doesn't run out of tasks. It simply brings new ones. If rest isn't built into your system, it will never happen at the right time. Then your body will start conserving energy on its own, through apathy, irritability, brain fog, forgetfulness. That's not laziness, that's protection. Exhaustion doesn't begin with total collapse. It starts with small things. It's harder to focus. You want to cancel plans. Ordinary things irritate you. Decisions feel heavier. The desire to start anything disappears. We often ignore this because, overall, it's fine. But this is exactly where accumulation can be stopped. If your energy is lower, don't push. Adjust the load. Very often, exhaustion builds up not because we have to, but because we can. You can help. You can stay late. You can finish it. You can endure. But the question isn't whether you can. The question is, at what cost? Every yes beyond your capacity takes energy from tomorrow. Sometimes maturity means saying, "I'm not taking more right now." Calmly, without justification, simply because you matter. We think we get tired from big problems, but more often we're drained by background noise. Notifications, unfinished tasks, clutter, constant rush, unnecessary conversations that exhaust you. The nervous system reacts to everything. Try removing at least one source of extra tension each day. Turn off notifications. Close one open loop. Tidy one space. Reduce one draining interaction. Less background, less accumulation. We make task lists, but rarely ask ourselves, how much energy do I have right now on a scale of 1 to 10? If it's 3, it's not a day for heroics. If it's 6, you can work, but with breaks. When you account for your real energy level, the load is distributed more wisely, and exhaustion stops building automatically. If a phone is constantly at 2%, it wears out faster. The same with a person. Lack of sleep, no pauses, suppressed emotions, the habit of enduring. It creates the illusion of strength, but accelerates depletion. It's better to slow down earlier than later, not when you're already saying, "I can't," but when you first feel, "I'm tired." A vacation once a year doesn't compensate for daily strain. Exhaustion accumulates every day, and it needs to be released regularly. 15 minutes of silence without your phone, a warm shower without rushing, a walk without a goal, half an hour without screens, going to bed a little earlier. That's not weakness or luxury, it's energy hygiene. Not every day has to be productive. Not every day has to be your best self. Sometimes a day can just be calm. Get through it, do the minimum, and don't criticize yourself. When you stop demanding constant growth from yourself, energy stops leaking into comparison and struggle. Sometimes we're not tired from tasks. We're tired from the thought, I should be doing more. From constant self-evaluation and the feeling that you're never quite enough. Try replacing one sentence, not I must, but today I am doing enough. Not perfectly, not at maximum. Enough. This gentle mindset restores a lot of energy because it stops wasting it on self-punishment. And one more small habit. Before bed, close the day with one phrase. I did what I could. It helps the mind release unfinished tension. Exhaustion accumulates where we ignore our boundaries for too long. And it stops accumulating where we begin to respect them. You don't need to change your life dramatically. You don't need to become perfect. It's enough to stop living on exhaustion. Do a little less. Remove the excess. Don't take on more than your capacity. And allow yourself to recover before it becomes too heavy. And then energy returns, calmly, steadily.